Last year, the average tax refund was more than $2,500. Oftentimes, that money is used on a one-time splurge, but there are ways to make the money work for your benefit all year long. That's good. That's good news. Financial professional Paul Durso from Durso Capital Management, also author of the new book, Rethink, Replan, Retire, which is going to be a New York Times bestseller, is with us to talk more about what's going on here. And Paul, good to have you this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. We're going to talk about his book more extensively in another visit. But right now, I want to ask, do people treat their tax refund money differently than they do, say, their money they take home from work each week?
Unfortunately, yes. I mean, I can remember back in college, you know, I'd get a refund and I'd be like, so excited, like hitting the lotto, you know. But at the end of the day, the reality is it's just a return of my own money. I overpaid to the IRS. It's my money I could have had throughout the year, and I'm excited to get my own money back. You know, it's not their money, it's my money.
Right, and it hasn't been making any interest all year long, has it?
Correct.
So what is the best way to handle that money when you get it back?
Okay, I got a bunch of different things that we want to talk about.
Yes.
And I'm going to try to be the voice of reason here. That's not always the most exciting voice, but it is a voice.
Yes, it's a good voice.
And the first one we want to talk about is really planning for your family. You know, I have 3 boys at home, a 5, 7, and 9-year-old. And, you know, saving for college is always a great thing to do. So if you get a tax refund, putting a few dollars away per child for a college fund would be a good idea. In addition, if you don't have an emergency fund for your family, this would be a good use to kickstart that.
Yeah, okay. You kickstart it. I want to ask this question, though. We're talking about the refund. It is your money. Why are we getting money back? What can we do so that we aren't giving the government that money to use as it wishes while we don't have it, and it could be making interest for us otherwise?
Well, that would be doing a little tax planning. So you have ways of increasing or decreasing your ability to pay in more or not pay in so much through exemptions and different and things that you can write off. So you just want to be careful. Talk to your employer and say, how can I reduce less of my check or reduce more, depending on if you pay or get a refund.
All right. What are some of the ways we can use this money, though, so it can make a positive impact in the long run?
Okay, so a lot of us find ways to spend money throughout the day.
Oh, yes.
Whether it be getting coffee on the way to work or, eating out at night. So use some of your refund to buy a gourmet coffee maker and take your coffee to work. So you're not spending that throughout the year. Or if you love barbecue, upgrade your grill and barbecue yourself, so you're not spending that money. You spend it once, and then you save it throughout the year.
Yeah. What about protecting your home? You've got some good information on that.
Yeah, so I don't know about you, but my home's my refuge. It's my safe place.
Yes.
Well, putting storm windows in, or, putting insulation in the ceiling, waterproofing your basement, making it more safe than it is a good use for your tax refund.
Oh, I like that. Home improvements and different things such as that. All right, let's talk about, though, another important thing that people don't like to talk about. That's decreasing your debt.
Right.
You get all this money, you got $2,500, you go, oh, wow, I'm going to spend this, but really...
Unfortunately, the vast majority of Americans have some form of credit card debt.
Yes.
And a good use of this amount of money is to pay that debt down. I'm a planner, so I would methodically approach it, pay down the highest interest cards first, and then pay to the next one and the next one. But paying down your debt is definitely top of the list.
Would you say the most important thing, though, is to see to it that your taxes where you don't get a refund? Would that be better than getting the refund?
Well,
bottom line?
As a planner, yes, but most people they get excited when they get that check, but unfortunately they'll use it for vacations or fun purchases. They won't use it responsibly. And if you have your check throughout the year, you'll tend to use it more responsibly and maybe create less debt.
All right, Paul Durso, financial planner, author of Rethink, Replan, Retire. Thanks a lot for being here, Paul. Some great information about those tax refunds, something to think about. All right, 14 minutes after 8, and we'll be back right after this.